So you still kind of want to give up on manifesting, right? You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, hopping from coach to coach, trying 10 million different meditations and affirmations and visualizations, and there's just literally not even a shred of movement. Here is the worst part. Even if you were to say it's a sunk cost fallacy, sure, I've invested a ton of time and energy and effort. I'm just going to give up on consciously manifesting and go back to how I was living before. Yeah, even if you do that, your desires are still going to be on your heart. I hate to break it to you. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but your desires are not going anywhere. What you want evolves and changes over time. But I'm talking about your core desires here. Never compromise on your core desires. Don't numb yourself out or try to erase certain desires that are on your heart because you think it's too hard according to 3D circumstances and conditions to get those desires. Your desires are yours for a reason. You embodied this human form in order to experience singularity, separation, and play the game of life and remember who you actually are. All the greatest spiritual teachers have said things that are about the same along these lines. Then why is it so hard to actually live out this truth? To show up knowing how powerful you are. It's part of the game of life. And it's time to go all in. And I have been there. I have been overwhelmed. I have been on the cusp of giving up and just going back to a safer, more predictable route for my life. And I'm so grateful that I listened to this tiny whisper inside of me that finally started getting louder when I listened to it, that was telling me to just keep going. Keep following the breadcrumb trail and go all in. Even when it seems a little bit risky or a little bit delusional, do it because it will pay off. You're not going to look back and say, oh, wow, I wish I didn't go on that adventure and I wish I didn't follow my dreams and I wish I didn't take that risk. No, you're going to be like, heck yeah, I did that. And I had so many years to bounce back from all those little pitfalls along the way. And it made for a great freaking story. And now I'm telling my grandkids all these amazing stories about my success. Yeah, you won't have any stories to tell if you give up now. Just keep on keeping on, even when it's super, super uncomfortable and you feel like no one understands you and you're losing friends. Who cares? You will find your tribe and your community, and you will be able to succeed in a way that works best for you. Absolutely, you will, because now you're choosing to go all in, buying the pearl of great price, as Neville Goddard says, and not looking back. Instead of giving up and feeling dejected, I want you to get up, take a deep breath, remember how blessed you actually are. You're watching a video on YouTube right now with an internet connection, and your basic needs are taken care of. That is a huge win right there, okay? And now I want you to just take a piece of paper and I want you to write the following words. I can do anything because I am one with the source of all creation. Personally, I call that source of all creation God. Call it whatever you like, whatever floats your boat. But do not forget that you are one with it and you can rely on it to be your supply. Access it by going within and know that if you are following what feels good on that core soul level, you cannot be led astray. You literally cannot be misled if you're following that intuition that is aligned with the great source of all, divine mind, infinite intelligence. You cannot go wrong, cannot lose. I'm so serious about this. Giving up at this point simply isn't worth it, and it's not going to solve anything. Prioritize your mental health and gently ease your way back into building your faith and confidence that you really can have what you want. What you want is not too much to ask for. It's very much attainable, and you will start to find more and more evidence that will bring you back to a place where you can live in the end more mentally and start to see what you want actually come to fruition once and for all. Neville Goddard explained his interpretation that buying the pearl of great price is the equivalent of trusting fully in the power and wisdom of God that dwells within you and absolutely giving no credence to anything else. That is buying the pearl of great price. So, how can you believe in your inner power and your connection to God, Source, the universe, so much that you don't even question anything else? Even if you like astrology and tarot and all these fun things, they're not dictating anything at the end of the day because you're going all in, buying the pearl of great price and knowing that what you want is coming to pass and you cannot fail because God is behind you. The whole universe is conspiring to ensure that you succeed. I love you. Keep going.